Hello and welcome. I'm Ryan and it's time again for FRL, and we're at Mexico, and as you can see this is the start of the race. I got a reasonable getaway, and now I have the inside for the first corner and try to brake as late as possible, and the car slides a little bit, making contact with the Ferrari of Felix, and I got a switchback on Alex, who went down the inside at turn 2. So, as I said, FRL or FormulaTalks Racing League at Mexico, and I'm really comfortable with this track. I really like it, and I started second, as you may have seen, and I could have gone for pole, but that would have cost me a new set of soft tires, and I decided to preserve those for the race. In the end, it worked out well, and you'll see that later in the video. But in the end, the second place isn't that bad to start at in this race at this track, because you have the inside for the first corner if you get just a little bit of a better start than the leader. Now, safety car is deployed at lap 6. Gotta keep just above the delta, but in the end it doesn't really matter, as the whole pack will get together again. So I managed to build a little bit of a gap, but that went down quite quickly by Felix, who went from 4th back to 2nd. And I decided to pit just as the other guys. Felix right behind, he decides to pit as well, because those soft tires don't last too long at this track, and otherwise you will lose a lot of pace with doing a stop under race speed. So Galactic Nerd, aka Sam, goes into the lead of the race. He started on the medium tires. He started in 10th position with a 114.8. That's quite good for the medium tire, I think. And he decided not to pit, which is quite logical, because those medium tires can last about 20 laps long, and it will be a bit of a shame if you put those tires away right away at the beginning of the race. So he one lap later he disconnects, and his AI is driving now, and it was waiting till he rejoined again, but his AI goes into the pits, which really sucks for him. But now I'm into the lead again. Safety car coming in, so gonna get a good exit and try to make a gap. And we do to the car in 3rd, but Felix is right behind. He had a good restart, so he's now going to take the slipstream. I defend the inside, he takes the outside, and he is on the soft tires, so he's on the softer tire than I am, the better tire. Make a bit of contact going to turn 2, but in the end it was a fair move. I said it to him as well in the party, and I should have defended better, and it's not his fault for the contact. So lap 11 now, 2.3 seconds already, but me Mule 1 recharged from the session, so that means another safety car that gets deployed. I'm not going into the pits this time, as I'm on medium tires, so those tires will last very long. I tried to do a bit of a fake, but I know it has no use, it was just a bit of a joke, I think. So lap 13, safety car finally comes in. Jarno is now in third, but I don't know how that happened. Oh yeah, Killian had a drive-through, and I tried to serve it on the safety car, but here it doesn't count when you serve it on the safety car, so that's some time throw away. So here at the restart, we tried to accelerate quite early, but the game didn't allow us, so it slowed us down. But it slowed Felix more down than me, so that meant I got a better getaway. And we went 3 wide into the first corner, so I decided to back off and get a good exit out of this corner, going onto the straight. And here we go 3 wide again, and Siebe just pushes me onto the grass. So I'm gonna settle for 3rd place now. Jeff asked for a strategy change, but it ended up being the exact same. I don't know why that happened, but sometimes little glitches appear in the game. So on to the 17th lap, I'm still behind Siebe, and this time Felix hasn't got that big of a gap. The soft tires wear out really quick at this track, and that meant that after the second safety car I couldn't get as much pace as before. So now into high, overtake and hot lap, and we have DRS. We're 0.8 of a second behind, so that's not close enough to make a move into turn 1. But I felt quite comfortable sitting behind Siebe. It really helped saving my ERS and fuel, and that's what I did for the last couple of laps. But I'm surely closing in now. His tires are a bit older than my tires. He pitted just 1 lap before the safety car, and I pitted during the safety car, so 1 lap later. I think it doesn't make such a difference, that much of a difference. But here, out of the S's, I got a much better run, so I'm now very close behind in the stadium section. And here's the DRS detection zone, so I'm surely behind within 1 second. Felix goes into the pits. I didn't notice that at that moment. So here, just putting in high, and then down to none very early, and I got so much overspeed compared to him. So I just tried to go around the outside, and I didn't actually want to get past him because I could save more ERS then. But after that corner, I just thought, yeah, let's get him. So I had DRS again, and now I'm in front of him. So as I said, Felix stopped. He is at the hairpin, the little hairpin now. It's about 16-17 seconds behind. He needs to get past 2 guys for a virtual league, and he fitted on the medium tires, and he's doing a bit of a different strategy than I am. I decided to go on mediums from the softs, and he decided to go to the softs and then to the mediums. So we have skipped forward to lap 25, and I'm going into the pits for my last stop of the race, going onto the soft tires for the last 11 laps. And we get a good pit stop. My pit entry wasn't really great this race, but I'd rather lose just 1 second than lose 5 seconds because of a penalty. And that's always the case. So yeah, we didn't lose that much time though, so no worries. Now I'm in a net P3, I think. Well, BK didn't stop anymore, he's in a Red Bull, and he's on a hard tire, so he's not going to make a stop. So actually P4 it is, and 3.7 seconds is the gap to Siebe. He fits on the medium tires after his medium stint, so he did a soft medium strategy, as he pitted quite early for his first pit stop, and that can make a difference in terms of tire wear. So purple sector already, 2.8 seconds it is now, but he is right behind Racing Point, Sully. He did a one stop just as Alex did. They both crashed out because Alex spun and then Sully couldn't avoid him. But they were doing a reasonable job of keeping the pace on those hard tires. So Siebe has overtaken Sully quite easily, and 2 seconds is the gap now to 5th place, which is now in the hands of Sully. Siebe is now going to catch up to Felix, and I'm trying as well on those soft tires, getting the most pace as I can out of those tires. Here, almost going flat out through the S's, so I'm gaining very, very much time on those tires, and it feels really nice. So as I said, I need to catch up to Felix to get a win, and it's going quite well now. I don't know what the gap is, but I've set a fast lap, so it's going quite well. So he lets me through, doesn't defend both, doesn't cost us time, so that's nice. And now next up is 3rd place, the Alfa Romeo. So about 8.5 laps to go, and 1.1 seconds is the gap now. I'm closing in about 1 second a lap, and yeah, just making use of those soft tires. So chasing down the 3 guys in front, Felix, BK and Sibinho, and I'm now again setting a personal best lap. There's Felix already in the last corner, so I've caught up quite quickly with those back markers here. As I said, 1:16.5, but those back markers are ghosting a bit, but they're still giving slipstream, so I get a bit of slipstream from Harry while going around the outside of Siebe, and that's into 3rd place. And now BK right in front of us. No, the goal is to get by him as quick as possible, as I will lose time if I don't to Felix, and that's not what I want, because those soft tires wear out quite quickly, very quickly, and I want to make the most use of those tires. So here we get held up a little bit through the S's. He's lagging a little bit, as you can see, so that means we're ghosting into each other. I went down the side just in case, locked up my right tire a little bit, but we've overtaken him. So Harry retired from the session, but fortunately no safety car, so I can push on and continue my chase. So a bit of harvesting of ERS, using it on the straights and then back to none. As you can see in this corner, I've caught up very quickly. It was 8 tenths, 9 tenths at the finish line, and now it's down to 5 tenths, just about, and that's without DRS. It is with slipstream though, but still catching up really quickly. Here in the SS, we're right on the back of him, so gotta get a good run out of here. And I had a look down the inside here, but I decided to wait till the straight, because it will cost less effort for me with DRS, because I know that I can get a good exit out of this corner. So into hot lap mode and then into overtake mode. 4.5 tenths is the gap, closing rapidly. He doesn't defend. He knows he can't do anything about it on those old mediums, and that's the job done. Now gotta watch out behind though a little bit, but I have DRS, so not too much of a worry. And that's into first place. So the gap first was 5 seconds, about that, and I chased that down, which felt really nice. It was also, as always, very intense. Just the silence of everyone concentrating and getting the most out of the car, and that's what I like, the silence in the party. First, it is a bit of a mess, everyone yelling and screaming or talking loud, let's say that. But in the end, it was silence, and I could concentrate very well in those conditions, and yeah, I had the job done. So the gap is now about a second, but I guess Felix just had DRS, so now he can close in just a little bit on the straights, but that has no use, as I will get away in the corners. They're still battling for second place, and Felix had 2 warnings, I think, later on in the race. He had just 2 laps later or something. He had his 3rd warning, so he got a 3-second penalty, but 1 warning was under the safety car. So he felt that wasn't really fair. So the admins, apart from Felix and Siebe, because they were involved, decided to delete the penalty, and that would mean that Felix keeps his 2nd place if he can keep it on the track, if he can defend from Siebe. Siebe goes into 2nd just for a moment there, but Felix holds him off for now, and I'm just still creating a bit of a gap here, just finishing the race and taking the car home. So the gap is about 2.5 seconds now, but I start battling even more. Here the train places once again, but still Felix holds his position. He has just 2 laps older tires, I think. Here 3.2 seconds. Now the confetti is out. I like this part of going into the stadium section. And there we go, the checkered flag is for us. First place it is in the Mexican Grand Prix of the FormulaTalks Racing League. Felix gets second place as his penalty was removed. Sibu gets third, and then BK in fourth, Jarno in fifth. The championship leader loses his lead in the championship, but he drove for the first time with his new wheel. So good job to him for the first time with a wheel. And yeah, that was the top 5. So I believe Juicy Juice in 6th place, 7th FormulaTalks, but he race quitted in the beginning of the race because his wheel decalibrated or something. But he managed to get a bit of a comeback. The 8th place is, I believe, Sully, and then 9th place Alex, and 10th place Killian, because Sam got a penalty here because he was cutting a corner, the hairpin in the stadium section, because he had front wing damage, but they didn't feel like it was fair. So Killian gets 1 point still, and he's last in top 10. So this is the end of the video. 3 DNFs, by the way. But this is the end of the video, and the next race is in Italy at Monza, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.